Alright, we're going to be starting and going to bring this tile into Fusion so we can cam it. So I'm going to file, export selected. I'll export it with the origin. And we'll be exporting as a step file. And OK. So we're getting an error there. I'm going to get rid of the curves in this. So I'm going to go edit, select objects, curves, delete those. And this is open poly surface. Actually, I think I can just export this directly. Or just save it directly. So we'll upload that file. So I've imported both the Rhino file and the step file. So here's the step file, and here's the Rhino file, which is interesting because some of it is just displaying as wireframe. So we're not going to use that one. For now, we'll use the Rhino file. And it's all unstitched. So let's see if we can stitch this together. So go to surfaces and stitch. See if we can choose those bodies. We'll increase tolerance. So that stitched a lot of it. See if we can stitch one at a time. Yeah. So now we have one complete body, which is good. So now we can go to our manufacture space. And start a new setup. We'll be doing this on the easy router. So we're going to choose our box point here. The stock will be a fixed size box. I'm going to put the model offset from the bottom 0 inches. And actually our stock is going to be actually more like, I already faced one side, so it'll be like 1.875. Click OK. So we're going to start off with facing. We're going to select our tool. So we'll use milling tools, inch, flat end mill, half-inch flat end mill. We're going to select that. And I'm just going to say OK. And then that face will come up over here. I can open it up. I'm now going to edit that tool. So I'm going to edit tool. Flat end mill. We have 2 flutes. Ours is going to be longer than this. We are going to also go to our holder, remove holder. Go to our cutter, overall length We'll put in 4 inches. Glute length 1 inch. Shoulder length 2 inches. So we'll have to make that 2.1. And we can accept that. And then select it. And go back to edit our toolpath. So it already selected our stock, the height, we'll choose model top for the bottom height, which will be that, these surfaces. Step over 0.35. I'm going to put in a 0.25 extension, just because our stock might need a little bit extra off of the sides. And we'll generate. So now you can see we've got it going over there and there. And then we've got our green check mark, which means that's okay. So our next thing will be our 2D contour. Our geometry will be there. Make sure that arrow's on the outside. Our height is going to be a selection for the bottom height. So that'll be for that bottom edge. Click OK. Generate. So that's a full inch that it's going to be going all the way down. So we are going to come in and put in passes, multiple depths. We'll put in a 0.5 maximum step down. And then it tells us we have this error, which it says it will be raised to match the safe distance. We'll just say yes for this for now. Regenerate. So now I have a few different step down passes. One other difference or change I can make is I'm going to put in a ramp, 5 degrees. So now you can see the red is ramping down rather than just plunging. And then the safe distance, put to 0.2. Generate again. We've got our green check mark. And then we're going to do pocket clearing. And again, we're using our flat 1/2 inch. We'll do tool outside boundary because we have to get to some of these areas that are outside our model. Select all the surfaces. And let's see what we get from that. So we have quite a small step down on this step over. So you can see that we have a almost 7-hour machining time. So we're going to come in to our passes, manual step over, 0.3. And here, maximum roughing step down. We're going to put 0.25. Oops. Regenerate. So again, we need to maybe restrict some areas from being cut that are flat. So here we're going to select our model, just the whole body. Avoid surfaces. We want to avoid that. And avoid the top surface. Click OK. Generate again. So it looks like we'll have to go in with quite a bit smaller. So I believe that I have a ball end mill. That is a little bit smaller. 3/16. I'm pretty sure that I have. Generate again. So that's done generating, so we can see that still it's not reaching a lot of those smaller pockets. So that's running for an hour. So for a minute here, I'm going to do create derived operation, 3D milling scallop again. Just click OK. Right click on this and suppress it. And then we'll come over here. And we will grab an 1/8" ball and mill. And generate that again. So you can see that this is 3 hours. We're going to see if we can avoid some of these bottom flat surfaces and see how that affects the time. Generate again. So that seemed to be pretty helpful. I'm not sure why it's not giving me the time for this one. Oh, there it goes. So I'm just going to simulate the entire tool path. And you sometimes have to wait for this to catch up. So I'm just going to go to the end of the toolpath. You can see here, down there, it's generating. And I can also just want to see the flute, which is right there, or this shaft. So that is getting into some of those smaller places. Even the 1/8" though can't get into certain areas. put this to 0.03. Minimum retraction. Let's try shortest path. I'm also going to come in on our heights. We'll do this from selection. That'll be our bottom height. So up here I can turn my model off, and then that'll show me exactly what the what's been cut from the stock. So if you look closely, there's some places missing that have not been cut. So we need to put in a toolpath, which can also cut those. We'll exit the simulation. And I'll have to check, I might have a 3/16 flat end mill. So if I come in to my tool, flat end mill, 3/16. Turn my model on. Oops. And then regenerate that. So I can probably see if I'll be able to just choose the surfaces. Actually, I think I'm going to keep that 1/4 inch first. So I'm actually going to put this back to the 1/4 inch. Generate that. Create a derived operation. 3D milling pocket clearing again. Just click OK. Drag that up here. And I'll just try it with an 1/8 inch because I'm not sure that I have a 3/16 1/8 inch flat. So milling tools, flat, 1/8 inch. So I'm going to actually select the specific surfaces. So I think there's I think I got all of those. Okay. Regenerate. So we'll see if we can limit some of this out here in that operation so it doesn't take so long. So I changed the setting over here, geometry, rest machining, ignore cusps, and that really limits what's being cut and going in and cutting some of those flat areas that the 1/4 inch could not get into. So that's looking good. And then I've got this final scallop, which is looking good for the moment. So let's simulate the whole thing and see what it looks like. So again, I'll turn this model off and we can see we no longer have those little areas that were sticking up before. Get a little dig on that one. So I'm gonna see if I can make a couple changes. I'm gonna go to selection filters. and just have body faces on there, and then it's just going to select those faces. Generate that. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna go in and see, select some of these smaller areas just to see if I can get in there. That 1/8 inch. And that's my last space to select. Okay, and I'll generate again. Alright, that's generated now. So I'll go to the simulate again. Go to the end of the toolpath and generating. I'm going to add these faces as to avoid, just to see if I can prevent that sort of dig over there. Generate. Alright, so we do have some little things which it's a bit difficult to get around, but I think we'll go with that for now. Sometimes it's more pronounced. In the simulation. So we'll exit this. Turn my model back on. And then I'm going to actually go through to make sure my speeds and feeds are correct. Well, actually, my feed rate, because the Easy Router doesn't have a, doesn't control the spindle speed since we have a router. So this, just make sure that those disable flood 150, 100. Heights look good. That looks good. The contour looks good. So this is coming in with my 1/4 inch. I can increase this step over. That's a 1/4 inch. That'll be 0.125. And I made some adjustments to that earlier. So that's good. That's down to 16 minutes. It's just saying some of the passes were discarded because of linking constraints, and some were too small to be machined, so that's okay. This needs to be regenerated now. If you see that orange with the arrow. So with the 1/8 inch, you can see that I do, again, have these errors, or warnings actually, the same as the last one, but this looks good. We can deal with that. This scallop we can delete, and that's our final scallop with an 1/8 inch ball end mill. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I do have that. So one thing I could try to do is do this all with an 1/8 inch, but I think, no, I don't want to do that because getting that out there. So we just thinking about how many tool changes we're going to have to do. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different tool changes. The scallop, I'm just going to look again at the speeds and feed rate. Again, the spindle speed, for our purposes right now, we don't need the and program crashed. Oh, the program uncrashed itself, which is good. I'm gonna save it. 150. And final generate for that scallop path. So I can go through my toolpaths again here just to take a look. And that looks good. Total machining time, we've gotten that down to an hour plus, 2 or 3 minutes for tool changes and setup. So hopefully I can get this done in like 2 hours or so with everything. So now the next thing we would do would be to post-process. And for the easy router, we also need to make a change to our setup, or at least be aware of the setup. So on the easy router, the Y is coming at us when we're standing in front of the machine. So when we set it up, this rear right hand corner would be the G54, or we could move that to any corner. We just need to be aware which corner it's on. So that looks good. And now I have to regenerate everything just because I made a change in that initial setup. And that'll take a minute. All right, so we can post-process these now to generate the G code. We want to do it separately for each tool. So we can do select the face and the contour, because those are both using the 1/2 inch flat end mills. Post-process, we're going to be using Mach 3 mill. Give our number and comment. So we'll say daily tile, rough, and put in my USB drive. And I'm going to post that. And then G code will come up. And on the easy router, we can't use G54. So we have to change this to G55. And we'll do file, or under edit, find. I just want to find G54. There are no other G54s in the program, so that's good. We have our G55. We have our comment here, so we know it's the correct program. I'm going to save that. And exit. And we'll just keep going through those and posting them as we go. And that's a little bit of a long demo, but would have been longer without using the pause button. Thanks.